Listen, son. She was a walking cliche of every cinematic heartbreak ever made. The helpless romantic that meets the heartthrobs and gets her heart robbed in hood fairy tale stories she wished came to life, like robbing it from the rich, then giving it back to the poor, but instead of a bag of gold. She was pretended it was a bag of souls, sold in a game of 808s and heartbreaks where love potions always seem to be laced with heartache, finding herself slap dab in the middle of black market dealings of love for sale and emotions for hire. Continuously, she found herself foolish enough to be the buyer. And this was after encountering corrupted king after corrupted king, all satisfied with childish things, who had all along planned to do her poor little heart wrong in a twisted game of thrones. She was merely a pawn on the chessboard of checkered players who whispered sweet nothings in her ear while they chilled and Netflix bumping in the background. Ironically, they were supposed to be watching the Titanic. It's a story about a sinking ship overshadowed by lust, temptations, and relations. Get it? They must have thought that her heart was a glutton for punishment. And I mean, maybe even you would have thought so too if you saw the way they tied her emotions on the train tracks, like the way the train wrecks, or men strapping themselves to her chest, proclaiming to be loved. They only turned out to be ticking time bombs ready to explode and blow her into pieces like she was some involuntary martyr for love. But amazingly, she piece by piece herself back together again. Past lover sung her beast-like blues. Wolverine's razor-sharp claws cut her deep enough to expose her adamantium. Storm clouded her sky as you believe, taking one of her two eyes off the prize. She became Cyclops, battling gambits that only wished to throw spades at her heart to watch the spark of her bursting into flames. But like the phoenix, she'd rise up from the ashes of her ex-men. Not even Professor Xavier could convince her that her want for love was some type of weird mutation. And from that point on, she turned down all Casanovas and Don Juans that Don Juan stepped to her like the queen should be. And the promotions were seized, and she beat Calypso. Swallowing entire ships whole, she created a new depth that would have drowned the biggest Moby Dick in the ocean. Her pride and intellect found a home right on the tip of her tongue, equipped with a pair of boxing gloves, just in case she had to go round for round with any man's opportunities. She stayed on guard. Her heart began to introduce itself with a long sword and a loud unguard ready for war. She became a gladiator, Spartacus. Her heart the arena, standing there on blood and sand, ready to die before she allows herself to be another man's fool again. See, Magnum Trojan-sized horses could no longer disguise themselves as favors and ease in between the walls of Troy just to overthrow her temple. She became more Hector than she was Helen or Hell, even maybe even a little bit of Paris, just to find the heels of Achilles. The greatest amongst men falling to their knees, groveling at her feet. After all they drug her food, she left them no choice but to crown her a queen. But simply, she was just a woman that got sick and tired of being broken.